catch everybody up what we're doing, or where we're at. We have swap push rods. These are well, they don't say. These are 7. What we got are Speedway Motorsports push rods. They're 800, right? They're 7.8000, and then we swapped out from the 7.790s is what we had. I couldn't get, the whole issue is I could not get a single of these. The one I've been, I couldn't. It says they sell them and don't. We found it on the phone where you can find it, and then you look that number up at Summit's website, and then it doesn't exist. So then we was just SOL. So I had to order a whole brand new set. We went one 10 thousandths bigger, taller than what we had for a set, because, which again, these sets are hard to get. And then now all we really got to do is set the preload on them, and then that's it. And then, which they said we can go 20 thousandths different than the size we had, right?
Yeah, that's the common now. It's really common to change about 20,000.
So basically,
that much of a
yeah,
difference.
these are supposed to be stock push rods for a small block 400. The ones I took out were high performance. They were a little different, but
you have enough take up in your spring plunger for your lifter. The 10,000 difference doesn't mean anything.
all right. Okay, but we're setting preload. We've already did one, which y'all know. Preload on Chevrolet, you tighten down till it stops the rattle, turn, till it stops, and then a quarter turn more. Easy peasy stuff, but that's where we're at. It's boring, so we're gonna get back to work.
Get the one that we're going to adjust, and we're going in order. On the base circle. So on this particular one, it was the exhaust was what we were looking at. So you let it go all the way down, come back up, and then when that one starts to move back down, this one is on the base circle, which is the one that we want to adjust. And from here, all you want to do is get the vertical take up, the vertical slot out of the push rod by turning the jam nut. The lock has to be loose, of course. Take out that vertical slot so it doesn't move anymore. A lot of people say twist it, but I can tighten that thing down a full turn and still twist it with my fingers. So don't ever do that. All you want is the vertical slot. Once that's out of it, that's all you're trying to do is take that out. Once that's there, you're good to go. The twisting thing, depending on how much oil's on it, how slick it is, I can tighten that thing down a half a turn easy and still spin it with my fingers.
Yeah.
So you can get your valves way out of adjustment if you're not careful doing it that way. Just take up the slack. When it stops moving up and down, boom, that's where you want to go.
Alright, on to the next. Yeah, quick point out too, something we were talking about a while ago. We're spinning this by hand. Make sure you take all your plugs out. That way it's easy to spin and you don't risk breaking off your boat. Down here, your drive shaft, crank boat. Thank you. Drive shaft. Cranked. I went blank. Alright, kind of catch everybody up where we're at right now. We got the new push rods in place. The preload is set on them. I went and got some new plugs. That way for the, crank up the other ones. I got to run these XL plugs. They're like $60 now. But their header plugs are short. I'm not sponsored by them by no means. I wish I was, but that'd be great, but I'm not. But anyway, so the old plugs wasn't bad. They was not that bad. I don't know if you could tell. They've been gas fouled a couple of times. I've cleaned them off, so I just figured it just best just to go on and replace the plugs, and that way that's out. So I'm gonna get the plugs replaced and get all the wires back on easy peasy stuff. I got all my wires numbered, so I know exactly where they go. James has got the carburetor rebuilt. He's putting it back together. He did. It was stopped up. He said pretty bad through it. So we're going to take this one off and he's going to bring the Edelbrock back out here so we get everything back the way it was, other than we are going to keep using the fuel pressure regulator on it. So cool beans there. So that's kind of where we're at. I'm going to get the plugs done, get it wired back up, and then I'm waiting on the carburetor. All right, cool beans. Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, well, it's running and it's not banging, it's not knocking, so it sounded healthy. So, just like I said, the carburetor's tuned. It's, like I said, it's muggier than some of a bitch right now to be tuning on it.
And it's supposed to rain. So I just think we were better off in the morning, a bit cooler.
Because I can't think of anything else. Didn't hear nothing sucking like it's got a bloat intake or anything. I don't think it does. No. Like I said, I think all it is in the tune of the carburetor.
Yeah.
It's got to be straightened out, and then
it will adjust the.
Because I didn't hear nothing. I think I might have heard a tick, but it's kind of hard to tell. Like I said, when you sitting there hearing the way it was.
And right at the beginning, it probably will tick a little bit because the lifters have to pump up. And
build up again, yeah. Right,
I didn't hear any loud ticking.
Oh, I didn't either. I was, like I said, I was watching. It was taking a minute for all my gauges to work, like the throttle air position.
I figured the idle stuff would be off.
They were high. The right side was 22 something, and the left side was 12, which that's what was going on. Yeah. The passenger side was leaning out more than the driver's side, so with it the way it was before. Yeah, you can hear that. Anyways, y'all can see where we're at. We're talking the carb needs to be tuned. It is back up and running.
Fired right up.
Fired right up. Yeah, once we got gas, we unplugged the distributor. That way we can get gas up to it, and it fired right back up.
As soon as it sloshed gas and you hit it.
Yeah. So, all right, well, cool beans.
Our timing and stuff is really close.
Yeah, I don't think there's no issues. She didn't notice if it was holding at 6, because I don't think we was able to adjust the fuel pressure regulator yet properly either. So I don't know. Like I said, that was another thing.
I need to look at it while it ran.
Yeah, like I said, the front bow was a little high, and the back bow I think was. See, grab that light right there. You see in there? Yeah, the front's high and the back's just
close on this side, actually.
Yeah, the back's close on this side, but it's definitely high in the front. I'm sorry, y'all. Yeah, it's definitely high in the front. Oh, that's thunder right there.
Yeah,
all right. All right, well, y'all, that's where we're sitting at. We're left now. We just got to tune the carburetor back in and get it, but we're going to wait. It's like, what did you say? It was like 109 when you got here, 198.
The car said it was like 101, so the heat index has got to be like 108, 109. And the humidity's here.
Yeah, it's just terrible.
It's horrible. But yeah, I think we'll be kicking ourselves in the ass trying to tune it right now. Especially trying to vacuum tune it. And it's hot as it is.
Yeah, this vacuum tune's over. All right, well, cool beans, y'all. Catch y'all up where we're at, and I hope y'all enjoy. When we'll holler at y'all later.